What's up, everyone? You're here with Goran from Pickdawgz, and you are here for your free picks for the Champions League on Wednesday, September 20th. Well, guys, we have another 8 games in the Champions League on Wednesday. We have some big teams facing off. We have some nice and interesting derbies going on, and I think it's gonna be a great day. I think we're gonna see some nice goals, some nice action, and we are gonna make some money out of it. For my best bets, click the link in the description of this video. That will get you up to my page on the Pick Dawgz website, and there you can sign up whether you want a daily pass, 3-day pass, 7-day pass, or even a year-long pass, which will get you covered all the way through the Euro Cup next summer. Uh, for more free picks, of course, go to the Pick Dawgz YouTube channel and get those 14 free picks for the MLS that we have on Wednesday as well, and of course for any other sports that you might like as well. Let's get this show on the road, guys. The first game we have is between Galatasaray and Copenhagen. Not only Galatasaray is on a 6 game winning streak right now, they haven't lost any of their last 10 games. They have won their last 5 home games in a row. But Copenhagen, on the other side, hasn't lost any of their last 9 games on the road. However, none of those games were in the Champions League. I think that Galatasaray definitely deserves to be the favorites that they are. And there is one player in Galatasaray who's been playing outstanding soccer, and that is Mauro Icardi. So I'm going to take Icardi to score at any time at minus 109. I think this is basically a steal because if anyone's going to score, it's going to be Icardi for Galatasaray. Bayern Munich is hosting Manchester United in the next matchup, and that's probably the biggest matchup of the day. As we know, Manchester United is not in a good form. The morale in the club is not great. Apparently, there has been some fighting in the locker room after that loss to Brighton this past weekend. While Bayern Munich, even though they're coming off of a draw against Leverkusen 2-2, they have been in a solid form. They are scoring goals, they are creating a lot of chances, and Harry Kane has been in excellent form as well. So uh, I'm going to take Harry Kane to score at any time, which is minus 122. I also think that's a great price on one of the best strikers in the world to score in the Champions League against, let's call them, a very, very bad defensive team, which is Manchester United. So I'm taking Harry Kane to score at any time. Arsenal is playing their first game in the Champions League after a few years, and they're playing against a solid team, PSV Eindhoven, who is on a 3 game winning streak. The team that hasn't lost any of their last 8 games, but actually 12 games. But Arsenal hasn't lost to PSV in their last 4 games, and the last one was back in 2022. And Arsenal is also playing in great form. They're healthy, they're creating a lot of chances, and they're pretty much controlling every single game they play in. So I think this is going to be all Arsenal in this one. I'm going to take Arsenal to win and over 2.5 goals. That's minus 122. If PSV gets on the scoreboard, that's fine by me. It's going to make our pick hit a lot easier. So uh, Arsenal to win and over 2.5 goals. Sevilla is playing against Lens at home, and that's their second home game in a row after beating Las Palmas 1-0. And this is actually a perfect opponent for them because Lens hasn't won any of their last 8 games. They haven't won any of their last 5 games on the road, and they are struggling quite a lot. They have lost 5 of their last 6 games overall. So this is a perfect opportunity for Sevilla to continue their positive results, to get on a 2 game winning streak. And for that reason, I'm going to take Sevilla on the money line, which is minus 115 on my book. Real Madrid will be playing against Union Berlin, and this is the first Champions League game for Union Berlin in their history. Too bad that they are now on a 2 game losing streak, and that's kind of has them shaken up, especially when you have to go play against Real Madrid on the road. That's not going to be an easy task, and Real Madrid haven't lost any of their last 9 home games, and they're now on a 5 game winning streak. Their latest win was against Real Sociedad, and I might be a little bit cautious here, might be a little bit too careful, considering that this is the first Champions League game for Union Berlin. But I'm gonna stay away from sides. I'm gonna stay away from goals. I'm gonna take Real Madrid to have over 5.5 shots on target, minus 159. You can never know what kind of day they are gonna have, but whether Union Berlin is gonna step up defensively or not, I think that Real Madrid has what it takes to get us those shots on target, and I think it might happen even in the first half alone. So over 5.5 shots on target for Real Madrid in this game. Braga and Napoli should be a very interesting matchup in the Champions League as well. Uh, these two teams have met only once, and that was back in 2012, so we won't even consider that. But defensively, both of these teams are quite sloppy, I gotta say, and they have been conceding goals consistently. But the good news is they have been scoring goals consistently as well. So for me, guys, I definitely expect goals in this one, and for that reason, I'm taking both teams to score in over 2.5 minus 107. I simply don't see either side keeping a clean sheet here, and I think we're gonna have a great game ahead. Benfica is hosting Red Bull Salzburg, the Austrian champion and the best team in Austria. And this is the first matchup between these two teams. And then again, both teams are playing pretty good right now. Both teams are scoring a lot of goals. Both teams are undefeated in their last 4 or 5 games. And Salzburg actually hasn't lost any of their last 12 games on the road. So we have two quite offensive teams with not a lot of defense as of right now, and that makes me think we're gonna see at least a goal on each side. And we are getting both teams to score at minus 127, which is a great price, and that's a price I'm more than willing to take in this matchup, seeing how they are both in great goal scoring form, yet with two very sloppy defenses at the moment. So Benfica against Red Bull Salzburg, both teams to score for me. And the last game of the day in the Champions League is between Real Sociedad and Inter Milan. You know what? Inter Milan is on a nice 7 game winning streak, undefeated in their last 8 games, and they're coming off of a magnificent win against AC Milan, 5-1 in one of the biggest derbies in the world, that Derby della Madonnina in Serie A. They are on a 3 game winning streak when playing on the road. And even though Real Sociedad hasn't lost any of the last 14 home games, they are coming off of a tough loss against Real Madrid. They have a couple of injured players, and I mean, we simply have to side with Inter Milan at this price, right? It's plus 145, so I think it's definitely worth a shot. Even if we end up losing this pick, I won't be sorry taking it, because plus 145 on a team that's on a 7 game winning streak, the team that just scored 5 goals against one of the best teams in Italy, we simply have to take it. So Inter on the money line against Real Sociedad at plus 145. That's it, guys. Thank you for joining me here. These were free picks for the Champions League on Wednesday. Stay tuned for more free picks coming up to the Pickdawgz YouTube channel. Subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys soon with more free winners.